What's up guys, Aaron Radcliffe here with Nomads Nation, your #1 resource for digital nomad lifestyle, travel gear reviews, and all that good stuff. And today, it's me, it's you, and it's the WANDRD PRVKE 21 review. Quick disclaimer before we jump into this, I have no idea how to pronounce this backpack's name. It's spelled PRVKE. I've heard it pronounced the PRVKE, the PRVKE, it's the WANDRD PRVKE. I'm not sure, but we're gonna do a massive review of it today. In today's Insider Guide, we're gonna take this bad boy through the streets of Hong Kong so you can see the way that it looks, feels, and functions in an urban environment. I will leave no stone unturned. We're gonna talk about the style of the pack, the specs, the feel, the front, the middle, the back of it, so you can know whether or not this is the pack for you. And at the end of the review, we're gonna take it back to my studio where I'll let you know the overall pros and cons and whether or not I think it's the pack for you. And real fast, before we jump into this, guys, this is YouTube, you know how the game works. If you are smelling what we're cooking, picking up what we are throwing down, please hit the like button. It helps with the algorithm. It helps us know we're doing an awesome job. All right, let's jump into it. Up first, let's chat about the specs of the WANDRD PRVKE. We got two sizes, a 21 liter, which costs $180 US, and a 31 liter, which runs around $200 US. For this review, we are using the 21 liter. A 21 liter backpack is perfect for a day pack. This is sort of your day-to-day backpack. Think of like an everyday carry. You're going from home to work, to the gym, to the bar, maybe back to the gym. Whatever your daily routine is, a 21 liter backpack is perfect for that. And remember, that's what this guy is. A 31 liter though is also good for a day pack, but just know that it's going to be a larger day pack. 31 liters can be a bit big for your day-to-day carry. But the cool thing about a 31 liter is that if you want a little bit of a larger day pack that can also double as a backpack you can take on weekend trips, think like a 3, 4, 5 day trip, then the 31 liters is gonna be perfect for you. It doubles up. It's like the best of both worlds. You get a larger day pack and you also get a smaller travel pack. So it just depends on your needs. Because for some people, the 31 liter is just gonna be too big of a day pack and too small of a travel pack, and you just need a small day-to-day pack, and that's what the 21 liter is perfect for. Okay, now let's chat about something that's really important. Let's talk about the style of the WANDRD PRVKE, who the f knows? First off, style is something that's really important. At the end of the day, while functionality and durability are obviously probably the most important things to take into consideration, don't hate on the style, man. Like, if you like the way a bag looks, that's so important. That's like your vibe. And if you dig the way the WANDRD PRVKE looks, then we are on the same page, because I think the style of this pack is freaking awesome. Basically, what WANDRD has done is they've taken the old school, like roll top style of a backpack and modernized it by adding this sort of a sleek, leathery front. And then they've added a little schnaz right here with this buckle. The combination creates a one-of-a-kind sort of a style, where you have like a modern, urban sort of a look, mixed with a traditional adventure backpack sort of a vibe, and a playful yet functional buckle that sort of ties the whole thing together. But while I'm a huge fan of the style of this backpack, not everybody else is. In fact, in the backpack circles, many people refer to the WANDRD PRVKE as the Instagram backpack. And that's because it just kind of has that Instagrammy sort of photogenic, maybe a little pretentious-y kind of a vibe to it. Me, I think that it works, but I totally get that it's not for everybody. If the style is for you, you've got 3 color options. We've got a black, a green, and a blue. I obviously opted with the blue, but all 3 are awesome. It just depends on your personal choice. Let's chat about the way that the pack feels. Now, the way that it feels is obviously really important, but I don't want to just talk about like the way that it feels when you're wearing it, but like, how do the materials feel? Like when you're touching it, does it feel good or does it suck? Let's start with this. This sexy leathery material, this is called tarpaulin. Tarpaulin has pros and cons to it. Pro, it's got that nice leathery look, sleek, it's smooth. But on the cons, this shit scratches so easily, man. Get up close. Do you see all these like tears and scratches? This material is strangely durable in terms of its water resistance, but not durable in terms of like its scratch resistance. If you scratch this thing, if you run against like a corner, it is going to create a mark, and that mark is gonna be permanent. Something to take into consideration. For me personally, I don't mind. I like my backpacks to have a few scratches on it. It's a bit of character. It's the mark of my journey. But if you're looking to have a backpack that maintains its sleekness and it's sort of like businessy, leathery, sexy, smoothie sort of a look, then you gotta be careful with this tarpaulin. Up next, on top, we have the ballistic nylon. All of this on the top is ballistic nylon, and I freaking love ballistic nylon, man. It's so cool. Ballistic nylon is super durable. It's got a nice feel to it without being scratchy. It's still smooth, and dude, like a lot of backpacks are being made exclusively out of ballistic nylon, like Standard Luggage, Air, Everyman. And here's what I love what WANDRD did. WANDRD took like the scratchy, sort of a ballistic-y nylon material and neutralized it with the smooth, leathery tarpaulin material. And I love just the balance that this creates. It looks great when you're touching it. It feels great when you're looking at it. I think it just adds so much to the aesthetic of this backpack as a whole. I love it. It's great. Now for the interior materials, yet again, I've got only great things to say. WANDRD did not cut any corners when it comes to the feel of the interior materials, but just know that a lot of backpack companies cut corners on interior materials. WANDRD did not. Up next, how do the zippers feel? And they feel freaking amazing, man. I mean, these are YKK zippers. YKK zippers are like the best zipper brand in the world, and all the zippers have a nice feel to it. Really interesting, all the zippers are super small. There's no like big chunky zippers. Usually an exterior zipper or a main compartment zipper will be bigger, but all these zippers are smaller, but they're all super smooth and they're all weather resistant, which is always appreciated. And then finally, for the way the bag feels, is like, how does it feel when you're actually wearing it? Is it comfortable? Does it fit? And the answer to that question is it feels great, which I am going to admit I am shocked by. I got this bag and I was like, it looks good. It's probably not gonna feel great though. And honestly, it feels amazing. This is for a few reasons. First up, this backpack has sort of like a longer sort of a build to it. Some backpacks are wider than they are longer. I find the PRVKE to have sort of a longer frame to it, so it kind of lies on the back in a way that like, it's just a little bit longer and it feels really nice. And then when we jump into the actual back of the backpack, I'll explain a bit more about the comfort. I'll talk about these shoulder straps. I'll talk about the actual back padding, because all of which is just awesome, man. It's super comfortable. Like I said, my mind is blown as to how comfortable this backpack actually is.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
We will ask the questions.
Nazi joke. Okay, next up, let's talk about the front of the WANDRD PRVKE 21. First off, like, what is the functionality of the front of a backpack? A, it's gotta look good, but B, it's all about quick access. Think about it, you're walking around the streets of Hong Kong or New York and you're like, I'm hungry. And it's like, oh yeah, I got a pack of almonds. You go, you reach in your backpack, you go to the quick access pocket, real fast, boom. You grab your almonds, you zip it up, and then you're on your way again. And that's the whole point of the front of the backpack, is to get things fast. So let's examine the quick access pocket. This quick access pocket sort of dominates the functionality of the front of the pack. If you look right here, we've got the YKK zipper, which runs the entire height of the front, and this pocket is big. It goes for a depth the entire width as well. So basically, the whole front that you're seeing is this quick access pocket. This is a great spot for anything that's a little bit bigger. Things like, whoops, oh my God, I'm a mess. Things like face masks, a journal, like I said, maybe some snacks. Like, this could actually fit a really impressive amount of stuff. I could fit my head in there. The WANDRD PRVKE 21, big enough for a human head. But if you don't want to stick a human head in there, you can put more normal things in there. One negative about this pocket though is there's no internal organization. There's no like pen holders. There's no pockets within a pocket. There's just a lack of any internal organization. You got a big ass pocket and that's it. But this is a minimalist sort of backpack, so I kind of like that. It's just like throw your shit in, zip it up, and you're good to go. Aside from that, in the front of the backpack, let's talk a few more aesthetics. We have the WANDRD logo right there. It's just a big old rubber stamp. I like it. And then moving further north, we have a defining feature for the aesthetics of this backpack, the buckle. I think this buckle is controversial. And remember when I referred to this as the Instagram backpack? Well, this buckle is a big reason as to why. Because truth be told, it's kind of cute, playful, artsy. And cute, playful, and artsy is not for everyone. And the buckle, while it looks great, has like okay functionality to it. Like it's easy to open and to close sometimes, like it works. But when it comes to the opening mechanics of a backpack, this is not my favorite system. Think of some of the competitors. We've got Peak Design Everyday Backpack. I'll put a link below. It uses the innovative mag latch system. Or think of the Boundary Supply Prima system, which uses the double fidlock magnet openers. That thing is so much fun. This thing is like, it's just a buckle. And also the lack of any sophisticated sort of mechanism helps bring down the price a lot. And one last thing to note about the front of the pack is it's really dominated by this exterior tarpaulin material. So if you're into that look, you'll love it. But remember, it gets scratched, man. So like if you're running into things and you're a clumsy motherfucker like me, you're gonna start getting a lot of marks on this backpack and they'll build up and they are permanent. This is the meat and potatoes, guys. Let's talk about the middle of the pack. The first thing to discuss is the roll top access. You have this cute looking buckle, and that gives you access to the roll top. Now, roll top access is top access. So you unroll this guy, and this actually gives you an extra 4 liters of capacity. So this is 21 liters, this is 25 liters. And yeah, this is how you get into the bad boy. Now, here's the thing with roll tops. They are not the most functional way to access the main compartment. If you think about it, top loaders, such as this, makes it really difficult to get into the bottom, especially when you're loaded with a bunch of shit. You got all your stuff on top, and you just want to get to the bottom. It's blocked off though. It's the Great Wall of gear. But thankfully, WANDRD has given us an alternative way to access the main compartment, but we'll talk about that in a sec. All right, next up, let's roll this bad boy up real fast to talk about these tote handles. Yet again, something on the WANDRD PRVKE that I wasn't that stoked for, and I ended up falling in love with. These tote handles are so badass. And the reason is because of just their overall functionality and accessibility. The whole point of a top handle is quick access. You're like, oh my God, what's up, John? Long time no see. And then boom, you're on your way, okay? The whole point is you just wanna grab it, wha-cha, like that. You see how fast that was? You didn't even see it. Fast as lightning. Call me Bruce Lee. Be like water. And that's what these tote handles give you, man. And not to mention on top of it, they're A, super comfortable, but B, they got a cool little feature, man, where they're connected by magnets. Now, these magnets aren't the strongest magnets in the world, okay, but they give enough little oomph to kind of pop them into place and to make sure that it's just like a little bit extra seamlessness when attaching these handles. I find myself carrying the backpack like this 25 to 30% of the time, which is far and away the most that I ever carry any backpack with a top handle. I really love these. Up next, compression straps, 1 on each side. The aesthetic of the compression straps. Normally, I'm not a big compression strap guy, but I will say that these compression straps look great. They give it a little bit extra, especially with the blue. You got the blue, a little bit of black that cuts across it. I like them. And also, if you want to compress your bag, you will be pleased to know that they will do that. Up next, we've got a hidden key pocket. Nice little zip to it, weatherproof as well, and then boom, right here we have a key holder. This pocket is great. It's a good spot maybe for a little bit of extra cash, and obviously it's perfect for your keys. It's a pretty solid key ring holder. It's not the best though. My favorite is like the Nomatic retractable key leash. How sweet would it be, man, if like right here, you just grab your keys and it's on a retractable leash, you just go, and it just goes, just slings right back in. Those are my favorite key holders. My second favorite type of key holders are the magnets. That's what the Boundary Supply uses. This one though, unfortunately, you've got to unclip, which can be a little bit more of a tedious process, but whatever, at the end of the day, it's a pretty good keyring holder and I like the pocket in general. Moving a little further south, we have the side access pocket. This is your alternative access to the main compartment. You have the main compartment, it's a top loader, but when this thing is full, it's difficult, basically impossible, to access the stuff at the bottom of the bag. That's why WANDRD gave you this side access pocket. This is good because you got your gear full, but you want to access your tech bag. This is the AER Tech Pack. I'll put a link to this in the description below. Whether you want to grab your book at the bottom, you got your jacket, you got your tech pack, whatever it is, that's what this side access pocket gives you. So this is technically a photographer's backpack. So the side access compartment is technically made for photographers with DSLR equipment. You're walking around, you're like, whoa, that's a cool shot, bro. I should like totally take a picture of that. Like, oh, that's right, dude. I'm a DSLR guy. I've got camera gear. And you just sling the bag around, you open your side pocket, you grab your DSLR, snap your shot, pop your DSLR back in, bada bing, bada boom, you keep moving. But anybody can take advantage of the functionality of this pocket, including non-photographers, but this is where you can see that this is actually a photographer's backpack. First is we have a little side pocket within the pocket, and this is actually for lens caps. So you got your DSLR, you pop your different lens caps in there, but you can still use this for other things. I've used this for backup cash, mints, gum, I mean, it's pockets. You can figure out something to stick in there. More or less, I like this side access pocket. I only use it when the bag is full, but more or less, it does the trick and it works and functions pretty well. Let's flip it around though. One more thing we got here is the water bottle holder. When the water bottle is not in there, you just go ahead and zip it up. And it's nice and discreet. It doesn't f with the aesthetics too much and it looks nice. But when you want to use the water bottle holder, all you do is unzip this guy, pop your water bottle in, and you're good to go. For context, this is a 500 milliliter water bottle. It's got a decent amount of space and you got a little elastic back right there so you can kind of expand a bit, but not by much. If you're using a 1 liter water bottle, it ain't gonna fit in this guy. 750 milliliters, you got a chance, man, but it's gonna be a tight fit. But I like this water bottle holder because it feels secure. Like, look at this, like, you know, the whole thing is that you want your water bottle holder to actually hold and secure your water bottle. You don't want the water bottle flying all over the place. Look at that, nicely done. And last part that I want to show you is right here. This is a quick access pocket, but it's made with a material that's really soft. So check out right there, this is a good spot for things that you want to access quickly. Things like a passport, hand sanitizer, pen, AirPods, small little tidbits that you want to just kind of access quickly. But even cooler is, like I said, the pocket is a soft lining. Okay, this material is scratch resistant. So if you put things like your sunglasses in this pocket or maybe a phone, they're not gonna get scratched and they're gonna be protected, which is a really nice perk to have. This is definitely the best spot for your sunglasses. And the last section we're gonna talk about, let's talk about the back of the pack. First up is the tech compartment, arguably the most important part about any backpack. Think about it, it's where it holds your very expensive laptop, so you want it to be good. And thankfully, the WANDRD PRVKE has a great tech compartment. On this side, we have access to the main compartment, so if you want to grab something via this access, you can. I'll be honest, I don't really utilize this very often. Yeah, it's a nice thing to have. And on this side, we have the actual tech compartment. 2 slots. Slot number 1 is good for a tablet. I don't have a tablet though, so I usually pop a notebook in there, or sometimes I like to use it for my Bluetooth external keyboard. And the other spot is for your actual laptop. And for the laptop, it can fit up to a 13-inch. This laptop compartment is freaking awesome, guys, because it feels secure and it feels nice and tight. I hate laptop compartments that are loose and like you're moving around and the laptop's sliding around and your tablet's sliding around. And this though, the Velcro strap is nice and has an elasticity to it, so you can really tighten it, keep your laptop nice and secure, stabilized, and it's good to go. This is a fantastic tech compartment. Let's talk about another thing. Remember I was saying this backpack is super comfortable? That is due to a few things. Most importantly though, this really cool back panel. As you can see, this Ninja Turtle looking thing, the back panel needs 2 things. It needs adequate padding for comfort for your back and adequate ventilation so your back can breathe, because there's nothing worse than a sweaty back. Isn't it worse when you're wearing your backpack and you're sweating and your backpack is like stuck, like plastered to your back? There's enough ventilation in this bad boy to not remove it altogether, but at least minimize it as much as possible. And like I said, this back panel has a little bit more height to it as opposed to width, so it rests really nicely and smoothly along your spine. Almost as smooth as hitting the like button feels. Moving along with the comfort though, we have these shoulder straps, which yet again are really comfortable. I really want to talk about this backpack, guys, but I'm having a hard time. And the shoulder straps yet again are something that I didn't think I was gonna love, but turned out to be great. Why? The shoulder straps are kind of wide. They have a really nice width to them and they feel super comfortable while wearing. And there's like a really nice like squishiness to them. Feels like it just kind of like melts into you. I can't say it enough. I am blown away by the comfort of this backpack. It feels great to wear. Moving along, we've got a sternum strap right here. Not everyone loves sternum straps, so if that sounds like you, it's pretty easy to remove. There's a PVC lining along this edge. At the top, it just sort of clips right off. Boom and boom. Super easy to remove and super easy to pop back on. Also, great move on the sternum strap is that we have this little nylon circle thing, which helps keep the dangle away, because if there's anything that your boy hates excess dangle. Ugh. And also, if you move a little bit further south, you can see that they've implemented the nylon strap straps here as well, which also helps. Also, one thing to take into consideration are these things. I don't know what these things are. I assume you can like use them to clip things on, but I don't really know what they do, but they're cool. They like add a nice little aesthetic. I think I would like them with that as opposed to without them. So if you figure it out, comment below and let me know. A few more things, guys, with the back panel to discuss. Did you know this was a pocket? We've been looking at this back panel for like 10 minutes now. Did you know this entire time there was a hidden pocket right there? Mind blown. And it's one of the cooler features of the backpack. To ensure the pocket looks hidden, they have this little flap thing right there, which helps to conceal the zipper. It doesn't completely hide it, but you don't want it completely hidden, otherwise it's gonna be like impossible to grab. It helps conceal it more. And then go ahead, grab the zipper and unzip it, and you can see that we have a hidden pocket. This is a great place for things like your wallet, maybe a passport, extra cash, maybe some extra credit cards. I mean, the whole point of this is like a more secure pocket. You can keep things that have a little bit more value that you want to keep hidden behind your back. And the best part is that it doesn't with the comfort of the bag. If you really pack it, like you're definitely gonna feel something bulging in your back. Even a wallet can be a bit much sometimes. That's why it's great for something like a passport or credit cards. But more or less, it has a little bit of padding right there, which helps make it more comfortable. Oh, and I forgot about one thing. We have a hidden bottom pocket as well. Check it out right there. Unzip that. We got another pocket. I would assume this is good for things that you want to keep hidden, or maybe if you have like a super lightweight rain jacket, you can kind of throw it in there, zip it up, and it's kind of quick access in case it starts to rain. You could also put an umbrella in there, but just be aware that I love this bag because it does stand up by itself. So if you load a bunch of in this bottom pocket, it's gonna make it off balance and it might be falling all over the place. Okay guys, we have torn the WANDRD PRVKE 21 apart. Now, let's take it back to the hotel where I'll talk about the overall pros, the overall cons, and most importantly, I'll let you know exactly who I think this pack is perfect for. I've got 4 overall pros for the WANDRD PRVKE 21. Pro number 1, I think the WANDRD PRVKE 21 and the 31 has a really unique look. The roll top gives it sort of a traditional, classy, sort of top-loading backpack look, and this tarpaulin sort of neutralizes it with a modern and sleek look. I think the two combined is awesome. Overall, pro number 2 is incredibly comfortable back system. The shoulder straps are comfortable, the back panel is comfortable and well ventilated. It's really fun to wear. Overall, pro number 3 is that this is a bag that is designed for photographers, but it's great for everyone. Some other photography bags, like the Peak Design Everyday Backpack, I think greatly benefits photographers much more so than it does the average person. But in contrast, while the WANDRD PRVKE is designed for photographers, I think anybody can take advantage of its functionality. And then the overall pro number 4 is that this tote handle dude is such a winner. You are a winner. It's totes awesome. But while I am clearly in love with this bag, it is not without its faults. Here are the 3 overall cons of the WANDRD PRVKE 21 and 31. Overall con number 1 is that while I love this tarpaulin material, it is fragile, it is sensitive, and it is easily scratched. Be careful with this. If you do not like the looks of like marks and scratches on your backpack, then just do not get this bag because there's no way to avoid it. Overall con number 2 is that while I like the look, I'm going to admit many people hate the way this pack looks. Remember, this is the Instagram pack, like the modern, cool, trendy pack with the buckle. And that look is just not going to be for everyone. And the third and final con, overall con number 3, is that while I do like the minimalism and simplicity of this backpack, it's definitely lacking in some features. There is not a lot of internal organization. This quick access pocket, that's all it is, just a big old pocket. And then the main compartment, there's no real additional organization. For some, this backpack is gonna be too simple and is just not gonna have enough features. So taking all of the pros and all of the cons into consideration, we at Nomads Nation give the WANDRD PRVKE 21 and 31 an overall score a 4.5 out of 5. Good work.
Who's a 4.5 out of 5? It's you.
And finally, is this the backpack for you? Question mark. I think this backpack is perfect for you if you're looking for a minimal day pack. If you are in the market for a day pack, something in the 20 to 30 liter region, and you like the way this guy looks, get it, dude, it's totally for you. This backpack is also perfect for you if you are an amateur / casual photographer. WANDRD makes gear for people who carry DSLRs. So if you are an amateur or sort of a casual photographer, you'll love this bag. It's good for amateur photographers because it'll keep your gear safe. It's weather resistant, it's waterproof, but it can also double as a day pack for your day-to-day regular use. And finally, this pack is perfect for you if you're a digital nomad or are carrying lots of laptop gear. Like I said, the tech compartment is super important in a backpack, and this tech compartment is great. It's tight, it's compact, it's secure. You can fit a laptop, you can fit a tablet, you can fit a keyboard. It's everything you need your tech compartment to be. But on the flip side, let's talk about who this backpack is not for. This backpack is not for you if you're looking for a larger travel pack. Whether it's the 21 liter or the 31 liter, the WANDRD PRVKE, however it's pronounced, is a day pack. If you're looking for a backpack for week-long trips, month-long trips, indefinite trips for years at a time, this is gonna be way too small. If you are in the market for a larger travel pack, check the description. I've got some links below to some of the best large travel packs out there. For instance, we've got the Nomatic Travel Pack, a couple of packs by Tortuga. Take a look. I'm constantly updating it to make sure the best recommendations are down there. This backpack is also not for you if you are a professional photographer. Now, remember in the last section, I recommended this backpack for you if you're an amateur or casual photographer. But if you are a step up from that, you like carry DSLR gear with you regularly, or it's just your job, you're a freelance photographer, I think that there are better photography backpack brands. In particular, Boundary Supply and Peak Design. If you are a professional photographer or you take your photography really seriously, below I've got links to the best photography backpacks. Like I said, Peak Design, Boundary Supply, a whole bunch, just check it out. And finally, this is not the pack for you if you're looking for more functionality. Like I said, the WANDRD PRVKE is a little on the simpler side. It's more of a minimalist type backpack. But if you want something that has like tons of pockets in it and tons of like cool little features and like all this cool extra stuff, check the links below. I've got a few recommendations for some of my more favorite functional backpacks like Nomatic, Tortuga, I got a bunch. So check it out. While these videos are free to watch, they are not free to make. These videos take a lot of resources from us, a lot of time, a lot of money, totally worth it. We are trying to make the best travel content on the web. So if you are watching this and you're like, dude, the WANDRD PRVKE, that's my bag, I'm gonna buy the out of that, then please do us a favor and use the links below in the description. It ensures that you get the best price and we also get a kickback at no extra cost to you. And that kickback is what keeps the lights on here. And if we can keep the lights on, we gonna keep making awesome videos. And if you're not gonna buy the WANDRD PRVKE, no problem, please give us a like, hit the subscribe button. All that helps with the growth of our channel. That's it, we're gone. Get out of here, go, do something else with your time. Watch another video. Watch another review. I'll put a link here or here. All right, guys, we'll see you next time.